Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest bird in the land. Welcome. It's the Matic. Welcome back to Matic. What is going on? Let's just thank you so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Let's get into today's new video. Today's video is surprising to me, and it's amazing how things can do a 360. So let's get into it. PlayStation 5 sales were 1.91 units and is still doing well. Wow. Yes, let's talk about it. I'm going to break down some things for you and maybe some things you'll be amazed by. So quarter one for Sony was sales wise for the console PS5 2.4 million sales. That's not bad. That is not bad for a quarter one sales. It makes you realize the reason why gaming consoles come out during holiday seasons is because they know that consumers want to get their hands on another console. On top of that, what is amazing, Sony quarter two for PlayStation 5 sales, 3.3 million unit sales. Woo! Boy, they weren't playing, They weren't playing about their console. Sony like, we top dogs. Then the next most thing that I found shocking, it kept going up. 7.1 million quarter three. Then quarter four, 1.91 million sales. Man, Sony definitely did bounce back from this situation, because you guys have to remember now. Let's talk about this, and I'm not going to be negative about it because that was a con. Remember Sony during the pandemic era, they had to go back into making PS4s. Remember they had that PS5 dilemma where they had a chip shortage. Woo! Talk about a bounce back, okay? Like, the chip shortage didn't even stop that, and that took place back in March 31st of 2022. So it's amazing. It is amazing. This console is still doing well despite them having to go back to the previous gen console. You mean to tell me the previous and literally say, you know what? We still gonna re-up our money. We gonna re-up it by selling PS4s. We're gonna go back into production. And I was like, that is crazy. That is the craziest. I said, yo. I guess Sony said, hey, we gotta meet our company's demands. And you know, companies have these I guess you could say not adjustments, but the financial of money, meaning that, like, hey, this is how much money we're going to make with this console. And if we don't meet those demands, then it's not gonna be a good look, because they have demands and also how well a game console should sell. So to me, it's amazing that Sony bounced back like that. I was like, oh, props to Sony. I mean, that's amazing. It shows you that they didn't want to give up on their actual game console, but instead they had to go back and realize, like, yo, we got a chip shortage. We got to find another way to make some more money, because it's expected to sell this many units when it comes out. And for them to bounce back is incredible. On top of that, let me just talk about this too. Their best sales for this PlayStation 5 has been 2022 and 2023. And that's good. That's a good look for the company. And the reason I say that is because now it's in more demand. More consumers are probably more interested in buying this console. It said globally, it increased 87.79 over the Xbox, increased globally worldwide in the demand for the PS5. So it outdid the competition. Xbox was the second highest. So it goes to show you that this console is still valued. People are still trying to purchase console, and the thing is, it's going to be easier for consumers to purchase the PS5 now because there's no chip shortage. It's not limited like it was. Remember, they also had the issue where you would go places and they had limited purchases on PS5. I think Sony rose to the occasion, and they realized like we gotta make something happen before our next console comes out, because you have to remember the PS5 Pro is coming, and I think they realized like, yo, we gotta figure out a way to boost our sales. And it's amazing. It's amazing that Sony realized, said, you know what? We're gonna still sell well, but we gotta bounce back from our situation. Um, Man, amazing. Like I said, this right here will go down in console history, gaming history. That this console persevered. You know what I'm saying? Like it still came on top, and it's still doing extremely well. Even now in 2023. But you guys tell me in the comments, are you surprised that Sony bounced back from the situation they had with the PS5, despite certain things taking place, limited stock, chip shortage, and they still did extremely well? Do you think that has something to do with the PS4 sales? And my next question is, do you think the PS5 Pro is going to outsell the original console, the OG console as I call it? I call it the OG console because it's the original edition of the game console. It is a blur living in the world, guys. Thanks for commenting, liking, and fully watching my video. It really means a lot when you guys check out the full content, because I break down things. I break it down for you. And the good thing is you learn things when I make content. So, like I said, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday, guys. And I'm out. Thank you for the support now. The support now.